As we go on in our personal development, we discover so many things that are good for us. And here comes the problem. We want to implement as much as possible in our life. We discovered that fasting is good. We discovered that taking this kind of supplement, it's good. That moving our body in a certain way, it's good. That doing this kind of breathing exercise is good. But it is good also doing that. And it is good to tapping yourself and to train and to read and to affirm and to visualize and to drink certain potion and to... It is overwhelming. It is overwhelming, and we get attached to that particular practice, that things that make us, and we think that without that practice, without that technique, without that method, we cannot survive in this world, we cannot function properly, we are missing, we're not being the best version of ourselves. And so we get caught up in this massive doing. But this is just a belief that comes from the mind, that you all have to do these things to function in this world, to be in this world, to be happy in this world, to succeed in this world. You have to do all these routines, and you gotta keep doing more or change them as you go along the way. It is stressful. It is exhausting. I'm not saying stop doing anything in your life, but just pause for a moment and make your life as simple as possible. So I asked myself, what's the one thing that can actually, with or without the power of my mind, can give me everything that all these other techniques are giving me? And there is only one thing, at least from my perspective. You have to pick it. You have to choose it. But if you're like me, that wants life to be simple as possible, I try to make my job as simple as possible. I try to make everything as simple as possible. Sometimes, yes, I can explore a little bit of complicacy, but at the end, I want simplicity. So what's the one tool that has to be the foundation of everything else? If I want to explore something else, if I want, yes, to put something else in my life, very few things, not as much as we believe we need, there must be a center. And that center is our breath. Our center is this very moment. I can always be aware of my breathing patterns. I can always be aware of this very moment. I don't need to have that particular food. I don't need to be in a particular place. This is always with me. I'm not dependent on anything external. If I can do those things, if I choose to do them, if they easily integrate in my lifestyle, and they don't complicate my life, and they don't just give me the illusion of progress while I'm not doing actually anything, just because I think that those things are good for me. Maybe they are at some level, sure. But maybe to do all those routines, I'm not actually focusing on something else, which is always correlated to the present moment. But in some other project, let's say, we say we don't have time, or we end up like losing. This happened to me, at least, for a very long time. I ended up losing so much time and not working on what I needed to work, whether it was this project of creating a YouTube channel and sharing content online, just because I thought that I needed that. I needed that to feel good. I needed that to stay healthy, to be healthy, to improve my health, to improve my presence, etc. But presence doesn't come from something that you do, but it comes from how you do anything. So it doesn't matter if you do your skincare because you think you need that, or you are just working, or you're just eating, or you're just cleaning, making the dishes, whatever it is. It's not that particular thing, it's how we do anything. And how we do everything, despite everything that could happen, despite the infinite possibility of the situation we could find ourselves in, we always can come back to the breath and to this very moment. We don't need anything else. If we choose to do something else, if we choose to eat that particular food, because let's be clear, you can eat the most healthy and good food on earth, okay, the most healthy food on earth, the most organic one, and you think that without that, like, you're fucked, so you need that. But let me tell you something, you can eat that food, and you can eat, healthy for sure, but maybe products that are coming from supermarkets that maybe have some pesticide and all that. But I can guarantee you that while you eat, you are not present, you are not aware of your breathing. So when you eat those good foods, but you are, when you eat the so-called no good food, the so-called no good food will not matter. Because what matters is the fact that you are breathing, the fact that you are aware, the fact that you are respecting what you're doing, that you are paying attention at what you're doing, rather than just wandering with your mind, rather than just thinking, all right, I did this, let's check a list. Now what I need to be successful, what I need to grow. We don't need anything. We don't need anything except for this very moment and our breath. Without breath and without this moment, nothing else can happen. And we are neglecting the most important thing, the only thing that matters. It's crazy how our mind is just projecting everything outside. I need this, I need that, and thinking about the future, and I'm thinking about the past. Oh, maybe it was better in the past. Yeah, look at how stronger I was. Look at how bigger I was. Look at how social I was. Are I always comparing to what is or what it could be? So I'm cutting myself into this game, and I don't like it at all. I'm accepting it, but I don't like it at all. I don't like this at all. So many things on the plate, so many things. We have this illness of accumulating as much as possible. We are not gonna take anything with us. like nothing is ours. We are just the custody. We are just custodying. We're just temporarily using it, but it's not ours. Not even our cars. Not even our home, our house, our girlfriend or boyfriend. Not even our clothes. Nothing is ours. We cannot take with us anything. Everything is temporary. And so it's our ego that wants to identify with temporary things because he is temporary also. So I don't know about you, but I'm tired of what the ego wants. It's just creating so much suffering in my life. And I see that it does that with everybody. And just because I'm telling you these things, that I know these things intellectually and that I can see them, this doesn't mean that I am not subject to experience this suffering. This doesn't mean that I have stopped acting upon ego desires. I thought that I had reached a very good level of awakening, a very good level of awareness and consciousness that would not make me suffer anymore. But I see the ups and I keep experiencing the ups and down cycles of life, and I see it is a spiral, and within the spiral there are these kind of ups and downs always. So I will never say I'm arrived. I will never say I will not suffer enough. You don't know. You can never know. But this was a little bit of, was letting go some energy, some stuck energy that I accumulated these days, because it was a down spot, it was a down. They were bad days, right? Like I felt very, very lost, and maybe I'm still in that phase. So I think I'm in the edge of wanting to, it's like I have to step out something, some kind of bubble, some kind of comfort zone, and it's like, all right, I'm so close to stepping out, but I'm so afraid. So I would like to get back in where it's safe, where it is familiar. I don't care about anymore. I could jump back into an unconscious life. Just give me a normal life, all these kind of things. And or I was projecting myself. I was doubting myself so much. I cannot do this. I'm not able to do this. And I was seeing my future, and it would seem so much, and it would see so, and it was so overwhelming. It is so overwhelming, and the only things that we have to do is to stop, to center ourselves here and now with our breath. We don't need anything. We don't need extra money. We don't need extra clients. We don't need extra food. We don't need less food. We don't need to get back into those habits that we think are good for us. In my case, well, I'm at the beach all the time, at least next to the beach all the time, and I'm not getting into the water these few days because it's cold. Because I have to break the jump, break the cycle, break a negative cycle. I'm doing it today. I'm doing it after this video. But you know what? I'm not attached to anything. That's so scary. That's so scary. I'm not attached to anything, and that's scared the shit out of my ego that's still here. You know, it's constantly telling me, who are you if you don't do these things? What it's gonna be of yourself if you don't do X, Y, and Z? Because I was basing my identity, I was constructing my identity on all those things, on having good habits, on being a man with a purpose. I'm starting to this belief of my purpose is starting to crumble. I don't even know if I have a purpose anymore. I don't even know if I care to have a purpose. And so I feel lost. I feel lost again. Or maybe it is just the fact that I am not living what I'm trying to do. And so I'm doubting that I can do it. And I cannot really control my mind. My mind has taken over me. So rather than be grounded and be confident about my own power and the fact that I've choose this path and that everything is just gonna work out fine, I doubt myself, because I cannot see with my eye, but I'm still giving so much power to these two bad boys that are just giving me false signal. It's like I don't know how it works, how reality it works. So this is why knowing intellectually something, it can even be more frustrating than not knowing it. So this is a process. What I want to say, it's a process that you don't know how long it's gonna last. But I just want to say to us that it is understandable that it's gonna take some times, because in life everything is taking time. All right, maybe it could not be like this, but in the majority of cases it is like this. If you wanna become a doctor, you have to study for many years. If you wanna become an athlete, you gotta train for many years. If you wanna build a house, you gotta work to make many money, you know, to buy the house and whatsoever. It takes time, so we cannot expect, you know, to get rid of this suffering, get rid of these mental patterns that are just, yes, making us suffer for everything. Because if you really see things, I'll see that it's just us that it's creating all this bullshit, and we end up doing bad habits, or just procrastinating, yeah, and whatever it is. So how did I start this video? How did I start this video? Yeah. Let's not think we need more things to do, more things to discover. It's an infinite game. It's an endless cycle. It doesn't have bottom, you know. The knowledge you can acquire, the techniques you can discover, and you can apply. Keep it simple, man. Be centered. Notice your breath. Be aware of your breath. Stay here in the moment. Don't project your life in the future or in the past, and have faith. Develop faith. Watch your thoughts, because everything, it's just that we are not aware of it. But everything, what we feel and then what eventually we do, it's just it's been started by just a thought. So if we are aware of our thoughts and we're just observing them and we let them go rather than act upon them, life is gonna be easier. So this is what I'm practicing. This is what I want to share with you, because I know that even though I go back, sometimes I go back into those, I don't know how to call them, but still this is the only things that can really help me. So I want to share it with you so that you can help yourself with this very simple mindset and practice that you can always do. You don't need anything. This is important, right? You don't need to buy a gadget. You don't need to wait that it's something. It is being invented technology wise in the future or whatever. You have what you need right here, right now. This moment and your breath. From here you can do anything. And I'm talking to myself, of course, but I really hope that this video will help you as well. As always, peace, love. I believe in you.